right, we continue our discussion on technology of liquid dishwashing products here. This is the third and last segments that deals with performance assessment of these products. All right, performance evaluation of dishwashing liquids are done in three stages. There is the research work that is done in the laboratory by assessing efficiency of surfactants, measuring surface tension, interfacial tension, contact angle, and surface charge. Then the next level are practical application properties, foam volume, foam stability, soil removal, wetting and emulsification test, and finally, large-scale consumer testing to assess the perception of consumers. Cleaning performance, there are several ways to look at the efficiency of cleaning. In the laboratory, there's a cup test, grease removal test, static soaking test, checking emulsion stability, and finally, dishwashing. This is a typical dishwashing that is done in the laboratory under standard conditions where substrate, soil, concentration of the dish liquid, temperature, water hardness is all controlled. And initially, a foam is generated on the surface, and then the dishes are washed until all the foam breaks. The end point is usually where half of the foam coverage on the surface has diminished. So based on this, and these are components of the soils that are used, usually combination of fatty, greasy materials, vegetable oil, butter, starch, protein, and water. So a paste is made and is smeared on the surface of the dishes. Here is the result. Basically, the number of plates that are washed are plotted for different soils and different dish liquids. So we can use this method to compare efficiency of different formulations. For foam performance, we can assess foam volume by Ross-Miles foam test, and which is an ASTM method. For foam stability, several methods have been developed: soil titration, tergotometer test, dishwashing test, and miniature dishwashing tests. Here are the results of foam height by Ross-Miles techniques. Very dilute conditions for concentration of dish liquid, temperature 37 degrees. And as you see here, alkyl ether sulfate has the highest foam efficiency here with different number of ethylene oxides. Alkyl benzene sulfonate also is a good foamer. Amine oxide is also high foamer. For mildness, there are different ways to basically measure gentleness of the formulation to skin. There are in vivo tests that includes hand immersion tests, patch tests, and basically different kind of patch tests. These are all standardized and gives an idea of the skin friendliness of the formulation and sensitivity of the formula to the skin is determined by expert evaluation. In vitro tests, there are also some laboratory tests that have been developed: protein denaturization, Zane test, collagen swelling test, red blood test, and head cam test. Here are the result of Zane assessment of different surfactants. And as you see, the anionics that are workhorse of liquid dishwashing liquids are at the high end of the mildness, meaning uh, they need to we need to use co-surfactants to basically neutralize the effect of anionics. So things like alkyl amphoacetates, cocoamidopropylbutane, and alkyl polyglucoside. These are all mild surfactants, and in combination with anionics, they can improve the mildness of formulation. This is, again, numbers for RBC test, another standard test to assess mildness in the laboratory. And again, it shows that non-ionics and amphoterics perform very well on mildness scale. And the anionics, again, are low in mildness. We can also measure the viscosity of dish liquids. Again, viscosity does not contribute to the cleaning, but again, it's important from consumer perception point of view. And Brookfield viscometers can be used to assess viscosity. And finally, I'd like to cover trends in formulations. Effective and efficient cleaning is always on top of the list. This can be accomplished by choice of a mixture of efficient surfactants and increased concentration of the surfactant. Large foam volume, long-lasting foam can be accomplished by different foam boosters. Mildness, as we mentioned, can be accomplished by addition of amphoteric and non-ionic surfactants. Eco-friendly products are another trend. Desirable fragrance and color that provide appealing aesthetics. Concentrated products, economy mileage products, and other benefits. This concludes our presentation on dishwashing liquids. I thank you for your attention.